Over the years, Anton Daniels built a brand around discipline, accountability, and leadership. But behind the image, some critics say that story doesn't add up.
Probably not, because you ain't from the streets, right?
You better off dead, nigga. And I'ma say that with my chest.
Say whatever you want to. Close my mouth, nigga. Ain't all this extra shit you talking about. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
Dead, nigga. We don't need you on this earth. You need to die, nigga.
Nigga.
How about that?
Kill me then, nigga.
Tell you the names of all of their relatives and shit, because I know.
But if I can't leverage you, I have no use for you.
Let me ask you a question. If I had met you some time ago, you think we would be in a relationship?
He tried to dirty Mac and tried to, you know what I'm saying? The nigga know I'm married, nigga know I got shit going on. Luckily for me, I do what the fuck I want to do and I don't worry about that shit because I got control over my situation.
What's your name?
Alicia.
Where are you coming from?
I'm coming from an Aroma Labs.
What is Aroma Labs? Where you parked at, right there?
I'm parked right there. You go and you test out fragrances and make your own perfumes and body lotions.
What do? You just be chilling for the most part?
Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur and then I also work for Child and Family Services.
So you gonna let me buy you lunch then, right? You got a boyfriend? Why you ain't got no boyfriend?
That's not the priority right now.
All right, so take my number down. So that means you come and hang out with me tomorrow, right?
Sure.
Whoa. Okay. We not gonna start the documentary off like that. We will get to that. But let's get to know who Anton Daniels was before the money and before the fame, before the platform, before the opinions. There was a young man growing up in Detroit. Anton Daniels was raised in a city known for its resilience, where discipline, structure, and survival often shaped the path forward. During his early teenage years, his father, Thaddius Daniels, made a deliberate decision, placing him in a Catholic school for 7th and 8th grade. An environment built on structure, rules, accountability, values that would later echo throughout his public messaging. From there, he would go on to attend Cass Technical High School, one of Detroit's most well-known institutions. A school with legacy, producing names like Big Sean.
Lessons on lessons, I treat the beat like it's a reverend. I tell the truth like, Father, forgive me, these are all my confessions.
Without further ado, let's welcome to the stage, Big Sean. Woo!
What up, though, Cass Tech?
And Diana Ross.
Inside out and round, upside down. Boy.
But unlike many who used that foundation to pursue higher education, Anton took a different route. After graduating, he went straight into the workforce, taking a job in a steel mill. By the age of 22, he wasn't just working, he was building a life. Around that same time, he got married, became a father. Responsibilities came early, and with them, a different kind of pressure. For some, that path represents stability, but for others, it becomes a foundation on how they see the world, discipline, responsibility, and expectations. And for Anton Daniels, those early experiences will go on to shape not just his life, but the messages he will later bring to millions online. But what if the person teaching you about discipline wasn't always living by the same rules?
When Jesus shed that blood, when he died, that made it easier to be able to walk in your sins, to know that you are not going to be perfect. Things are going to happen to you. But because I died for you, you're able to ask for forgiveness and try to live righteous.
That don't mean that you can justify bringing somebody else into this world just because you had trauma. You have to become a whole person before you bring another whole person into this world. And if you really want to raise them up in the admonition of God, You cannot continue to live a lifestyle that would then lend itself to them living in sin, the very sin that we're trying to get away from.
High standards matter. Accountability matters. But what happens when the message and the reality doesn't fully align?
He tried to dirty Mac and tried to, you know what I'm saying? The nigga know I'm married, nigga know I got shit going on. Luckily for me, I do what the fuck I want to do and I don't worry about that shit because I got control over my situation. But what if my chick wasn't familiar with the fact that I got a chick out here with me? That I got a chick out here with me? That I got a chick out here with me?
What is Aroma Labs? Where you parked at, right there?
I'm parked right there. You go and you test out fragrances and make your own perfumes and body lotions.
What do? You just be chilling for the most part?
Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur and then I also work for Child and Family Services.
So you gonna let me buy you lunch then, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you wanna see me today? But I came today, but I can see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Where you say? You stay far?
East.
Where you move from?
I moved from Houston. I'm from here, but I moved from Houston.
When did you move back?
March of last year, so I've been here about a year.
You got a boyfriend? Why you ain't got no boyfriend?
That's not the priority right now.
All right, so take my number down. So that means you come and hang out with me tomorrow, right?
Sure.
You gonna be my best friend?
Yeah, I can be your best friend.
Text me and then we'll link up tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, bet. All right, baby. See you, baby.
For years, Anton Daniels has built a platform centered around his Christian values, around being married for X amount of years, what he believes modern men and women should be like. To his supporters, he a voice of truth, but to his critics, it's something entirely else.
This is the fuck Anton sector. That's what sector this is. So if you don't want to see content on Anton, get out of the fuck Anton sector and go back to the Anton sector. You in the wrong place.
Because the deeper you look, the more complicated the story becomes. Behind every viral clip, every strong opinion, every moment that sparks debate, there's a timeline. A timeline shaped by environment, by influence, by moments most people will never see.
What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I want to give you guys a little bit more insight into my life. A lot of the videos that I've been giving you guys over the past few years have just basically been about the present. It's been about who I am and what my life is like in its current state, whether that be all of the different places that I travel, the things that I buy, types of businesses I've opened up, whatever that current state is what you guys have been getting. The part of my life that I think that it's important for you guys to really know where I've come from, what's molded and shaped me into the person that I am today. And I think that's where we're gonna start. You've gotten glimpses of it from a few story times and things like that, but you haven't really got the full picture. Right now, I'm in my old neighborhood, actually on the actual block that I was raised on. The reason why I'm on this block is for two reasons. Number one is for a future video. I'm actually trying to buy the house that I grew up in, so a little bit of negotiation as it relates to that. A lot of off-camera stuff. The second reason is because I really need to tell this story as it relates to the different schools that I went to and how it's affected and changed my life.
This isn't just a story about a content creator. It's a story about an image, perception. Because in today's internet culture, perception is everything. And once an image is built, it doesn't just represent who you are. It represents who people believe you to be. So the question isn't just who Anton Daniels is. It's how that image was built, what shaped it, and where did it holds up under scrutiny. To understand that, you have to go back to the beginning. Anton Daniels' father, Thaddius Daniels, unfortunately passed away in November of 2017. And I couldn't help myself but to find out, how did he die? And I came short. Over the past 9 years, no grandchildren, no children, no friends, no coworkers have posted memories about Thaddius Daniels. Now I know, as people, we grieve in different ways that we may not show the public. But after 36 years of marriage, his widowed wife remarried in under 2 years. Now that's interesting, because is it fair to ask, did this new marriage of Anton's mother drew a wedge or fueled some type of anger for him to enter what we know today to be the Manosphere?